10,000 subscribers. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Reporting live from the back of my car. Decided to take a break from the great indoors and to go outside and get some sunlight. It's really warm here in the Bay Area this week. I know I already said thanks and expressed my gratitude in the text B-roll intro just right before this. But I just want to say again, thank you guys so much, all 10,000 of you, for supporting this channel, watching the self-portrait videos and everything that I'm trying to create in my house. Doing my best to provide content for you guys and some knowledge and some education so that you guys can apply all those things indoors while we're all locked down. And your guys and girls support has been really tremendous during this time. As a way of celebrating and giving back to you guys, I'm going to share some tips of how I got from 100 to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube in 2020. Okay, I was gonna film here because it's so sunny and nice, but literally this bird back here will not quit. I'm not gonna scream and move the bird out of its place, so I'm gonna move to a nice sunny spot. There's plenty of places to film, but dang, that bird really doesn't quit. Wow, what a beautiful day. It feels so good to film out here instead of my bedroom for a change. Tip number one that I want to share with you guys is know yourself. Now, this is a very philosophical tip to kick things off, but one that I think is very crucial. And what I'm suggesting goes beyond what you're good at, what you're bad at, what you like, what you don't like, because I have a strong passion for mental health and mental fortitude. And if you choose to kind of pursue something on YouTube, I think having mental fortitude is very important when you try to put yourself out there on such a gigantic social media platform like YouTube. For one, you're sharing your art, and that's a very vulnerable thing. People are gonna like it, people are not gonna like it. But if you know yourself and you're very confident in who you are, you're gonna go a long way. I'm pretty sure everybody's well aware of the personalities on the platform that do very well, like the very poppy and bubbly kinds. Not saying it's wrong, but usually those types of personalities do pretty well in subscribers and view count. But just because that works for them doesn't mean that you should really alter yourself towards that personality type. Bottom line of what I'm trying to get at is be yourself. Don't be like anybody else. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Why would you want somebody who doesn't like you to be in your corner? You want people who genuinely accept you for you. And that goes beyond YouTube, right? That goes in life itself. So before you get started, take some time and do some reflection on who you are. Don't place your identity on YouTube. Don't try to find yourself in the comment section. Because the way that YouTube's algorithm works, some of your videos will do really well and some of them will do really bad. And I certainly do not want your depression or your emotional health be linked to something that could fluctuate day in and day out. That'll really tear you apart. So have your identity placed on something really firm and something that doesn't shift like a shadow. Find yourself and act like yourself when you start making videos. And I swear to you, good work will not go unnoticed. People can smell BS, so don't make your channel full of that. There was this kid that kept walking by my car and he was watching me film, and then he ended up asking me do you do YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, oh, where can I follow you? And then I told him my name. He's like, okay, bye. Honestly, when I still film in public and people walk by me, I get so nervous. And I was even about to tell the kid, no, I don't do YouTube. I was just so unconfident. Oh, I still really suck at that. My bad, everybody. I ran out of daylight and I also got really hungry, so I just went home to eat dinner and I just stopped filming. Yeah, but here we are. The second tip that I want to share with you guys is know your SEO, which is search engine optimization. So you have a great video, you had a great concept, and maybe you had some great photos in there. So how are people going to find your video and your channel? What most YouTubers don't talk about is that on the back end of each video, you could type in keywords so that people can search up your video. So for example, in my videos, I always type in photography tips and tricks, photography for beginners, so on and so forth, self-portraits, quarantine photos. And I put all of that in the back end of my video. And the keywords that I use in my video are highly searched terms on YouTube and Google. Some keywords spike in popularity and some just take a dive. So it's up to you to do the research on that. There is a plugin that I use and a lot of YouTubers use, and that's called TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy is a plugin and it gives you some analytics and some keyword suggestions for you to use. There is a free version for you to use, but I pay for it, but I use the most basic, cheapest plan because it's just enough for me to get going. So download TubeBuddy so that it can help you run that side of your videos. There's a lot to talk about in terms of SEO. There is a channel that I will recommend you watching, and that's Catherine Manning from The Content Bug. Her channel is chock full of information, so I highly suggest you check her out because I'm only briefly touching on SEO. A pro tip that I can share with you guys is the keywords that you use on the back end of your video, include some of it in your title and in your description. For example, this video is how to make a YouTube channel or something like that in 2020, and I included that in the keywords and it's in my title too, so it increases the searchability of my video. And the last thing that I'll share, which is kind of crazy actually, is that the things that you say in your video can be generated as SEO. YouTube's algorithm knows how to transcribe your audio now, so if you say your title, if you say your keywords in the video, it'll increase those chances as well. So make sure you know what you're saying in your video and not saying just a bunch of nonsense all over the place. It's kind of crazy that YouTube can do that, but it's a fact and you could use it to your advantage.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's hot. Ooh. Holy moly.
Tip number 3 that I have for you guys is work on your thumbnails. Treat it like a photograph and make it a banger. Include graphics in it, like how I always include like a title in the thumbnail itself, and I work on it so much that when you scroll past it, you'll notice it. When you scroll past it even faster, you'll notice it. So kind of run that test on yourself too, because I don't want you to make a great video and then your thumbnail is just like the most unclickable thing on earth or the most ignorable thing on earth. So work on it like a masterpiece, like a great photograph. Include graphics. You know, like a lot of people on YouTube do like their whole like Home Alone face, like they're super shocked, or like they saw like sunlight for the first time where they got kicked in the nuts or something. You could do that too. That attracts attention, but make sure that your thumbnail is tip-top shape, because again, you have a great idea, you made a great video, and I don't want people to just not click on it because your thumbnail game was weak. Full disclosure, there have been some videos where I did change out the thumbnail after I uploaded it. So for example, like the last video that I did, the video where I shared like 3 quick tips for self-portraits, I made it this thumbnail first and it wasn't doing that great. It wasn't attracting that much attention. And then I switched it to this thumbnail and then all of a sudden the views just spiked. Sometimes thumbnails don't work out and you have the opportunity to switch it if you want to. So have a backup or have 2 backups, and just be aware that thumbnails really play a key role in your video views more than you think. Welcome back to the studio. Some of you are probably wondering, like, where the heck is he going? Like, walking around. I literally had no aim. I was only walking around just to film stuff and make the background look exciting. Yeah, I have to make the background look exciting because you've been seeing this for so long. The last thing that I want to recommend, and something that got me far in this game and that is continually encouraging me to go, is create stuff that you want to make. I'm sure you all know that YouTubers sometimes burn out because they make videos that do well on the platform and sometimes that doesn't always align with what they actually want to do in here. I can tell you guys personally that most of the videos that I made were ones that I really wanted to do. I like all the videos that I make. I don't love all of them. Some of them actually did kind of suck. They didn't turn out the way that I planned it to. For example, the Joshua Tree video that I did with Nathan, the audio got cooked in that video. I accidentally bumped up the recording volume way too high and it was windy that day, so it killed all the audio and I felt so disheartened by it, but I still put it out because I wanted to keep up with my regular upload schedule. Well, it's part of the hustle and part of the grind that you can't have 100% hit rate in your videos and loving all of it at the same time. Some videos that you put out are mainly intended for your channel to grow, but I highly suggest making videos that you really want to make that are really good for your soul. For example, my very first video on this channel is so embarrassing to watch. It is literally me filming 7 different personalities of myself of discussing what I want to do on YouTube. It is such a weird video. It was kind of my way of coping and processing everything that I was thinking about and just finally putting it out there, because I was trying to think of a perfect entry onto this platform, but at the end of the day, I just made a video and I uploaded it. Was that video good? Not particularly, but do I love that video? As much as it is cringy, I love that video. The Asian American Dropout video that I put at the beginning of this year was kind of my real premiere into being more consistent on YouTube. That video I absolutely love because it's kind of like my testimony. Another way of coping with this life decision that I put myself on. It was something that was so uncommon in Asian American culture. And I personally felt like this secret that I was hiding was just getting old and that I should just be taking pride in who I am and what I decided to do and put it out there so I could potentially encourage anybody who is on that same boat and who might still be thinking about doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. The 24 video is actually my absolute favorite video to date. It came from the heart exactly like the Asian American Dropout video did, but it was more technically sound with the color editing and with the audio. And that particular video hasn't even hit 1,000 views yet, but I do not care because I made that for myself and it's out there. And I think constantly pacing myself with making things that are more like, tutorial, more teaching, and then like occasionally dropping a heartfelt, reflective type video. So as you start making videos for the internet, make sure that you pay attention to your own health and make something that you really, really want to make. It doesn't matter about the view count, doesn't matter what anybody else has to say. Do something that you want to do. Pace yourself. And with all that being said, please be patient with yourself and please be patient with the process. Don't think that you have to hit 10,000 subscribers in 2 months or 1 million subscribers in a year. Why do you have to hurry? I don't want you guys to think that you have to hurry onto this process and that you have to be perfect all the time. I want to really encourage this like ruthless elimination of hurry in all of our lives because everything is just so fast-paced now. Everybody wants to get things done just like that, and if you don't get it done the first time or the first month or whatever, that you should just give up. I really do not want you guys to do that. If you want to be on YouTube, please put your heart into it, have fun doing it, and please be patient. Also, give yourself a chance. For all of you who are in college right now or just graduating, please give yourself a chance. I know how hard it is to apply for a job or an internship and all of these recruiters are saying no to you, and all you guys are begging for is just for a chance. Please believe in yourself. You guys have good ideas. You guys have a great personality for the internet. Wow, this is like a very like political like hand gesture. Maybe one day I'll hop on a live stream to talk more about this, but if you guys have any more questions about the YouTube game, leave a question down in the comments below. Hey, that's all I'm gonna have for you guys for this video. Thank you guys again for 10,000 at the time of this recording. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love all of you guys. Peace!